Hi, I'm Dada, and today I'm going to tell you about how I got to work for makeupSteps in Copenhagen. When I arrived, it was hard for me to find a proper job, and I started with working in cleaning, and it was not very satisfying for me. I knew I could do more, but I was like at the edge. It was like staying or leaving. Either I do more or I would just go home. And I told to myself that if I have a diploma in cosmetology and makeup, maybe I should start to apply for jobs. And I did my CV, my portfolio and my application letter, and I left it to many counters and brands from Copenhagen. I was waiting for an answer. I didn't know that I had many chances. Luckily, I also applied for makeupSteps. And someday, when I was actually cutting my bed, I don't know if you know that in Copenhagen the rooms are very small and you cannot fit a lot of furniture. So I actually had a bed, a desk, and I bought a small cabinet. And I couldn't fit it. So I had to cut about 20 centimeters from my bed in order to fit all that. And while cutting my bed, I received a call. It was from makeupSteps. And they asked me to come for an interview. I was excited, but in the same time a bit scared because it was a big brand. I had to prepare well. I didn't know what to do, where to start. So I started actually to research a lot on the internet about how to get a job at MAC, how to apply, how to dress, what makeup to wear, what impression to leave, and all those things. And because I was very low in finance at that time, I couldn't afford to buy any makeup products from a good brand like MAC, and I had to buy some fake brushes in order to do my makeup, and in case they were asking me at the interview to bring my brushes, I could have something to show them. And I was praying that they won't ask me, if they are, or they won't figure it out that they are fake. And also I had to buy some black clothes and shoes. My only clothes back then were some jeans and t-shirts. I didn't need any fancy clothes for doing cleaning, And I went to a thrift shop and I bought some black clothes because that was the request. And I prepared a lot doing at different MAC counters in Denmark in order to know their products, to learn about their different features, and to get in touch actually with the employees, the other makeup artists, to see their working approach and what they recommend me, and so on. And this actually helped me a lot to get a better insight about the counter itself. And when I went to the first interview, I was very prepared. I remember I had a list with the products. I learned it by heart. I knew a lot of things, also about sales. And at the interview, a woman, very beautiful woman, was expecting me, and they led me to the interview room. She was actually the resident trainer in Denmark, and the other woman was the sales manager from Copenhagen. And what they did, they asked me a lot of questions about sales, actually, not that much about their makeup products, if I know them well or not, as I expected. And one funny one was that they asked me how I would sell a pencil to someone. So I told them my approach, how I would do that, and they were satisfied, they looked satisfied, and then they asked me, how would you make a woman look younger? And again, I told them what I knew, and at the end they said, we will give you an answer in a few weeks. But right away, I don't know, even in a half hour or something, they called me and they said, congratulations, now you can come for the second interview, which will be the practical skills. So they told me that I will have to do a practical skill makeup test. And what does that mean? Is that you have to do a makeup on someone else. They give you some images or some pictures or some drawings, so on, and you have to recreate that makeup. They have to see that you are able to do it. I started again to practice on myself and my friends and different people. And when I went to the interview, I was scared. The model I had, it was not just any model. It was again the resident trainer. This time I had to do the makeup on her. And I didn't know her skin complexion. I didn't know her taste. I had to choose from different face charts one look that would suit her best. And luckily I chose one and I managed to do the makeup well. At the beginning I did some mistakes. I mixed some foundations which was not so good. Then I fixed it somehow. But during the entire process of makeup I was talking with her, explaining what I'm doing, what brushes I'm using, how I'm applying the product, what colors fit her best, textures and so on. And at the end, she told me, yeah, the makeup looks great. I'm impressed, but you know, you're 15 minutes later than you should. And I was like, yeah, I know this happened because I don't have the experience working with your products, but I'm sure in time I can be better at that. And she told me, yeah, okay, we will give you an answer in a few weeks. And this time, actually, they didn't call me right away. They didn't call me at all. And I was so stressed with the job and cleaning, depressed even. And I just called them and said, you know, I've been to an interview and I would like to know an answer if I passed or not. I think I called them after 3 weeks or a month or something like that. And they said, oh yeah, sure, but you passed. No one told you? No one called you back? I said, no, that's a big surprise for me. I'm very glad to hear that. I would like to start right away. And they said, yeah, you should start to Monday or something like that. And I started with no training or anything like that. And luckily I did a good impressions for the customers. I made a lot of sales. And I managed to create a connection with the team and with everybody. And at the beginning they offered me about 15 hours per month, which was definitely not enough to cover my expenses. But after the first month I was already working 100 and something hours per month, and that was a huge development for my income also. And during my experience at MAC, I worked for about 3 years at MAC, at different counters. I had different customers. I got a lot of experience talking with people, working with them, explaining, and getting to know the products. And teaching a lot in the same time, because you need to teach the customers when you are a makeup artist, so they become more confident and trust you that you know what you're doing. And pretty much I can say that I'm very grateful for this, for all the trainings I had, for all the people I got in touch, for all the advices I received. And I recommend you that if you want to become a makeup artist, you should try to apply for one of the beauty brands in the industry, not necessarily MAC Cosmetics, but you can try and see how it is. And in this way you can gain a lot of knowledge and actually figure it out if this profession suits you or not. I wish you the best of luck.